We are making a putt-putt hole, and in McClendon's fashion, we're going to make it as a giant M. Just to show you how we started this, we used some 2x4s and made a base frame here. I'm going to lay this down. Now, in order to transport this, because we want to be able to move it around, we made it in 4 sections, because it's about 14.5 feet wide, 44 feet long. So we made breaks in each section of the M. We covered it in 1/2-inch plywood. And right now we're ready to put the green grass on it to make it a putt-putt, and then we're going to decorate it up with different features. We're going to have a plumbing section, a garden section, a paint and an electrical section.
Manager, your BLT is here.
At the end. So using a propane torch like this gives it the burnt look. A nice styling touch. Hi. Another cool thing about making a putt-putt course is you get to make great obstacles for it. So what we're doing here for the plumbing obstacle is I made a box out of 2x4s and some of that 1/2-inch plywood that was left over. Drilled some holes in it with a hole saw. Had to have various sizes. And what we're going to make here is a plumbing obstacle. Now we're going to carpet this in green, and we'll show you the finished product when we're done. We're going to have it in green astroturf. We're going to put a ramp on the front of it, and you're going to put up the ramp and into the hole, and it'll come out the back. And this will be the end of our plumbing section of our putt-putt hole. We'll show you the finished product once it's green. Here we are with our plumbing feature. Now it's put together with the ramp. You can see the hole underneath here. We stapled the carpet, wrapped it around the edges, and stapled it. Let's take a look at the finished product here. Here's our hole. See? Tape top. And we have the perfect feature for our plumbing section of our putt-putt. Alright, so the first thing that you have to do when you're gluing down the green astroturf is cut it to fit first. So we've got this cut, we've got it measured and it's right. The next thing we're going to do is pull it back, and we're going to use some outdoor carpet adhesive. Very gooey, very sticky. You want to wear protective gloves when you use this. We're going to use that and a trowel. Now this can is already used, this is a simulation only. But you trowel it out, cover the wood with it, especially on the edges. And you only want to do about a 5 or 6 foot section at a time, otherwise it starts to get too dry and it won't stick. Once you have it troweled out, you bring your carpet back over, spread it down, and it's going to start sticking immediately to it. You want to spread it out and get the wrinkles out of it. And you can even do a little kicking, get it straight and lined up, and then you let it set to dry. We did this whole thing here yesterday, let it dry overnight. Now everything's in place with our turf, and we're ready to start putting on all the obstacles and that in all the departments. And we'll show you a little bit more about that as we move along. Hi, we're back again, and right now we're making the entrance to our putt-putt hole, which is going to be the facade of a McClendon's building, and we're going to putt through the entrance doors. So just finished cutting this door off. Follow me over here. Now this is going to be painted, but this is going to be the entrance to the McClendon building. In between the wood, we're going to have a roof up here with McClendon's logo on it. So this is what you're going to come through when you putt through the opening. It's going to look beautiful. This is just the rough version here so that you can see how things are made along the way. And of course you'll see the finished product once it's done when we wrap up the video. Hi, now let's take a look at some of the finished products. This is the archway that we were talking about, the entrance to the store that I was building. It's painted now. It's got the entrance door down there. We even added entrance to it. It's all screwed together as one piece, McClendon's logo on it. So it's ready to be transported over to the putt-putt area. and slip right back on. Let me show you too why we made this in 4 pieces. Because we've got to put it on a flatbed truck and move it around. So it's 46 feet long. We wouldn't be able to just move it in one piece. So we overlap this 2x4 here, and the plywood from this side is going to set on top of it. Once we squeeze it together, we're going to put in a couple of screws through into here, and it'll hold it together. So this is transportable, and each piece ends up being about 14 feet long, easy to put on a flatbed truck and move around. Okay, let's take a walk through the course before we pack it up and move it over to the Sumner Open event. So we come in here, we putt through the entrance of the McClennan's building, and then we're going to go through 4 departments of the store, more or less. So this is our seasonal department. Oh, we got to put a bumper down there. So you putt through seasonal, you come around in the garden. Garden's going to be decorated when we get there. These are all the plants that we're taking with us, and we'll set those up once we get to the event. Hanging basket's going to sit right in here, and you have to putt through underneath it. Got our stones. Then we come through into housewares and paint. We've got some bumpers and obstacles. The ball might get stuck behind here. The kids will love putting through this. Then you have to go through the paint cans. You come across into the plumbing and electrical department. You've got to go through the hole here and get the hole into the toilet. It'll come out the back side. And then you've got the, if you're very good, you've got a straight shot right down here to the hole. If not, you end up bouncing off all this stuff. And you're done.
He works for Comcast. Oh, nice.
People will be coming